You are listening to Bedtime Dreamy Tales. Please make sure you have subscribed to our channel for new story. Story title, The Goose Girl. Once upon a time, in a kingdom where the echoes of the past whispered through the halls of a grand castle, lived a queen who had mourned her king for many years. Their love had left behind a legacy, a daughter of unparalleled beauty and grace. As time wove its inevitable tapestry, the princess grew to be a woman, and her hand was sought by a prince from a distant land. The union was celebrated across realms, and as the day of their union neared, the queen prepared her daughter for the journey to her new home. With a heart both heavy and hopeful, the queen bestowed upon her daughter treasures of the kingdom, gems that sparkled with the light of 1,000 stars, gold that shimmered like the sunlit sea, and gowns that flowed like the gentle breeze. Among these treasures was Feralda, a horse with the extraordinary gift of speech, a companion to protect and guide the princess. Before their departure, the queen, with the sorrow that only a pardoned mother knows, cut a lock of her hair and handed it to the princess, saying, "Keep this close, my dear child. Let it be your guardian and bring you safely to your new life." With tears that spoke of love and longing, they bade each other farewell. The journey began under a sky wide and blue, but the road to happiness is often paved with trials. Thirsty and weary, the princess asked her maid to fetch water from a stream with her golden cup. The maid, revealing her true nature, refused and mocked the princess, forcing her to drink from the stream like a commoner without the dignity of her station. The princess, humble and kind, bore this insult in silence, but the lock of hair whispered of her mother's grief if she knew of her daughter's plight. As the sun climbed higher and their journey continued, the maid's envy and ambition grew. She saw her chance when the princess, once again humbled by thirst, was betrayed by the maid who then claimed her identity. The princess, stripped of her title and her dignity, was left with no choice but to comply, for the maid threatened her life. The wise horse Feralda, witness to this betrayal, kept the secret close, knowing that justice, like the dawn, comes to those who wait. The prince, deceived by appearances, welcomed the maid as his bride-to-be, while the true princess was condemned to the company of geese, her royal blood hidden beneath the guise of a goose girl. There, in the meadows, she met Conrad, a young shepherd with dreams in his heart and little patience for mysteries. Each day, as the princess tended to her flock, she spoke to Feralda's head, mounted on the city gate as a grim reminder of her loss. The horse's head, enchanted by loyalty, responded, echoing her sorrow and longing for justice. Meanwhile, the princess's silver hair, when caught by the sun comma, revealed her true nobility to Conrad, who, bewitched by its beauty, sought to claim it as his own. Yet, the wind, loyal to the true heir of the kingdom, thwarted his attempts, protecting the princess until the time was right. The king, curious about this goose girl who carried herself with such grace, discovered her true identity through tales of talking horse heads and magical winds. Moved by her story and her resilience, he devised a plan to restore her to her rightful place. On the eve of what was to be the false bride's triumph, the truth was revealed in a grand ceremony orchestrated by the king. The maid, confronted with her own cruel sentence for the princess, unwittingly pronounced her fate, a punishment meted out for her deception and greed. The true princess was restored to her rightful place beside the prince, her humility and kindness shining brighter than the treasures she had left behind. The kingdom rejoiced, for true love and justice had prevailed, and the prince and princess, united at last, ruled with wisdom and compassion, ensuring their land flourished for generations to come. And so, the tale of the Goose Girl reminds us that truth, like the purest light, could not be dimmed, and that courage and kindness hold the power to change the world. If you like this story, please give this video a like and comment below with your thoughts. See you in the next story.